Now let's get on with that adventurous pair, Anushka and Prem. They of course were the winning team, the Lightning Challengers, in season 1 of the Volvo XC Adventure. Now if you followed that show on Auto Prime, you would have seen that they had quite a lot to go through and a fair amount of competition as well. So it wasn't a very easy task for them to go ahead and win that championship of sorts, but the prize was well worth it. A very nice and very detailed trip to the home of Volvo in Sweden. And it wasn't just about the cars, there's so much more that they had the chance to have a look at. Take a look.
It was a race against time, against nature, and against oneself. And yet it was just as much about skill as it was about speed. Man and machine pitted against the elements on season 1 of the Volvo XC Adventure, a reality show on NDTV's Auto Prime programming band. Graphic designer Anushka Nunes and mountaineer Prem Kumar Singh started off as strangers, paired together as team Lightning Challengers, and eventually the XC Adventure champions.
The Lightning Challengers!
Their grand prize was a trip to Volvo's home in Sweden, but beyond that, Anushka and Prem had no clue as to what was coming their way.
We had our winners who were promised a trip to Sweden. So they are here and they're joining me. Just arrived, as you've just had a glimpse in fact. Hi there, Prem.
Hi, pleasure.
Anushka.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Siddharth. What's your first reaction now that you've seen a little glimpse of Sweden?
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's lovely weather, and yeah, I'm really excited. I don't know what you guys have planned, but I'm hoping it's like awesome.
Tell me about the show. I mean, I would have loved to, of course, have joined you on some part of the adventure, but good experience?
Very, very good experience, because we were literally in the dark about pretty much everything, and they tested us. I think it was very well planned. In like most of the segments, like they tested us on every part of driving. Like there was city driving and there was off-roading, and like I think we had to. I think the one cool thing was we hadn't met each other. Like
I was going to ask you, how did that
team,
work?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, the best thing I think about the show was
saying a lot more than what she's saying, by the way.
You know, the first day she got a cue card with my name on it. She was like,
"Ye kaun hai?"
"Ye kaun hai?" He's not one of those who was speaking a lot about the cars or engine.
So you had met each other, but you didn't know who's who.
We didn't know, right? So
that was the best part, anticipation. You know, every stage, every part, you just have to anticipate what's going on, what's coming to you. So.
And you were driving an automatic for the first time.
Yeah.
Both of us actually.
Oh, for you as well.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So we were in the dark, right? Russian roulette style.
Yeah, that's part of the thing, right? We want to keep that whole. You don't know what's coming around the next
I thought
bend.
I was going to end with the with the thing.
No, same format continues. You have no idea what's going to come at you the next day. No, but it's
no
of course all fun.
challenges,
Don't say that I'm promising you anything like that. No, here's the thing. It's going to be, of course, a trip that is a trip of discovery, because we right now are in Stockholm. This is Gamlastan, a small island, which is really the heart of the old town of Stockholm.
After seeing the heart of historic Stockholm, it was time to begin with our first surprise for the two winners, and so we headed to Volvo's flagship store in Stockholm.
So lots of the production cars that you can see here. This one's of course a special edition, the Polestar, but you know, this isn't the reason why I've got you guys over here. We've got a bit of a surprise for you.
Really?
Yeah, really. And I'm not going to give away the surprise just yet, so we're going to add to the drama, make it like a TV moment. And I'm going to request Charisma to come in here and help me out.
Excited? Yeah.
Alright, so we're upstairs and now for the surprise. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, excited?
Yes.
You have to say that, right? Okay.
Yes.
Take off your blindfolds now. is the new XC90. And you
Wow.
are probably one of the first few people from India at least who get to see the car. First few people from the general public really, because it's just had a press reveal and you know, just a few special invitees. They're the only ones who got to see the car, and now you're going to get to see it. This is the brand new
fab.
second generation car. Come take a look.
And big.
The next morning, it was time for a 4-hour train ride to Gothenburg. This is Sweden's second largest city, and it's also where Volvo's headquartered. As we got to the headquarters, a tailor-made experience awaited Prem and Anushka at the Torslanda Volvo Visitors Center in Gothenburg. The Torslanda plant has this special blue train that takes you through the entire manufacturing process. After the serious stuff comes the fun stuff. On the Volvo test track stood 20 gleaming brand new Volvo cars, a variety of models waiting to be tested. And finally, on the last day of the 5-day adventure in Sweden, after clocking 600 kilometers and taking a ton of pictures, it was time for a dive into history and a taste of the Swedish car maker's heritage. The Volvo Museum in Arendal, which showcases the brand's legacy of trucks, buses, marine engines and so much more, is a treat for any auto lover. Prem and Anushka knew that they were truly lucky to get access to all of this. And that's how the whole Swedish Volvo adventure has been for these two, taking in so much and also experiencing what very few get to. And all of this in a stunning country of wonderful people.